This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota, with their closing grain and livestock comments for September 21st, 2015. Dees corn up 7 1/4, 384 1/2. The November soybeans up 7, 874 1/4. The October meal up 0.60 at 309.60. The December Chicago wheat up 10, 496 3/4. December Minneapolis wheat up 7 1/4, 518 1/4. And the December Kansas City wheat up 8 1/4, 490 1/2. Was a positive day for the grain markets, despite the dollar index being up nearly $1 for most of the day. So that's quite an impressive performance for the grains. A little bit of news around the marketplace is just kind of rounding out some bottoms here in the corn and wheat markets. Yield reports coming in, and yield reports are actually pretty good yet. I think you just got a market that's getting a little bit of ahead of itself for corn and wheat particularly, and getting too low, and the market wanted to even up here a little bit. We do have a stocks report next Wednesday that'll be a kind of a key focal point. Unfortunately, I'd love to give the same confidence for beans, but if there's a weaker market right now, it probably is the soybeans for the near term. However, we will continue to watch the areas of northern Brazil. They are hot, they are dry, and they're working into the first parts of planting season. And if we continue on this trend, which a lot of our models say we are forecasted to continue, that might be the catalyst that gets beans bottom here a little quicker than maybe 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, and then potentially can build off that a little bit, pending we do have some heat and dry weather, hot and dry weather as we work ahead for those areas of northern Brazil. Need to watch that. That'll be a story to monitor. Otherwise, for corn and wheat domestically, I think we're down to levels that at least would encourage some buying at times. I think we're near the bottoms, and I think more of a choppy tone is what we've got. I don't think we can explode higher immediately here, but we're going to watch El Nino and see what kind of developments we have there. Feeder cattle today up 145, 187.27 1/2. The October live cattle up 75, 136.75. October hogs up 62 1/2, 71.67 1/2. For the cattle market, cattle on feed report was friendly, down 5% in placements. That's what got the cattle market going. But the heavyweight cattle are going to continue to plague us here, and why we faded a little bit as we worked from the day and fell off the highs. Still a stronger day nonetheless. As for the hogs, we're up into those resistance points, really struggling to get up and get going as we should at this point from our vantage point. A range-bound trade is forecasted. The cash market a little bit more friendly in hogs, but I just think we've got limitations as to where we can go right now. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results.